What's up, cool kids? RedWolfVion here, yo boy. In this viewer match replay, we have MLRS pilot by Knightmare0. You already know I'm biased towards MLRS. I love it with big open maps. Let's jump into it. Ooh, let's go. Hopefully you're doing alright today. Your boy is hyped to see ML. I don't think we've seen an MLRS in quite some time, but we'll see. Alright. Oh, I like the colors. They different. They hit nice. They hit nice. I like them. Okay. Let's turn this up just a little bit. There we go. Hey, them colors is nice, bro. Okay, I see you, Knightmare. I see you, dog. All right. Nice to meet you. I count on you, etc., etc. Let's make sure we got the highest quality for our viewers. Yes, the highest quality is available. We'll be fine. Alright, so already you have the rocket launcher, the vertical rocket launcher ready, and you're gonna do it. Yeah. Are you gonna get a kill with it? You did hit somebody. That was very clever. Now, some players know that a lot of the times people will try to capture these points, and they will preemptively attack, trying to kill you before you can capture it. And sometimes it works, but it's also luck of the draw at times. This being a 700 match, you will be seeing unicorns and banshees. I'm excited to have you run this suit in here, because that bad boy was not looking like he was having fun. Although you have to be very mindful, because Banshee at this point in time is a beast, a straight up beast. All right. You have unicorns also. Nice counter. I was kind of concerned it was going to go off, but they actually landed with the backflip. Hit them. Fortunate your Vulcan was down. Otherwise, I would use the Vulcan. But MLRS's Vulcan is really dope, and so is your shield. I think you just kind of forgot that, or didn't realize that unicorn's there, or you just wanted to try to get that kill on the low, the low unicorn here. The neat thing about MLRS is when you shoot the horizontal or the regular launcher, you can do some nice damage and some nice splash. The Vulcan, as you see here, is very good stagger. The impact is a big splash radius, so you're hopefully probably going to try to get some luck here. The neat thing about the vertical, oh no, this is not looking good for you. Yeah, you're probably going to get gone, but can you survive just a little bit? Nah, that's unfortunate. But the thing about MLRS, which I really appreciate, especially like on maps like this, if you pop somebody with your vertical, you can almost always follow up with your default main and deal a lot of damage. It is so satisfying. Not only that, I like to actually fan out if there's a big cluster groups at times, because people move. Oh, you spawned. Let's see if they're gonna do something tricky. Let's see if someone's gonna try to take it. Kill them and take their suit. Nope. Ally spawned. Okay, so you notice that one of your allies spawned in and you didn't. At this point, it's very dangerous. You're waiting for someone to get off. Number two is the distraction you need. Meanwhile, your entire team is playing way behind enemy lines. They should probably be pushing up right now. This is a super risky thing. Using the tree was smart, by the way. A little bit harder to see you. Also, keep in mind, guys, when you're in your infantry, or when you're out of your suit, don't roll, because when you roll, your bar shows up on the screen for enemies. So, there you go. There you go. Ooh, that splash damage was nice. And because your shield is so big, it's going to take a lot of damage, and I absolutely love MLRS because of it. Especially if you're an adept. If you're an advanced player, or a more seasoned player with this suit, you always want to have your shield be destroyed prior to you die. I mean, in a perfect world, because your shield has more HP than you. You know what I'm saying? It's legit HP of another suit. Like you're carrying a mobile suit. I think you were trying to just capture. See, yeah, we were probably better off just switching to your Vulcan or something here. This guy's spamming roll, so you got him though. It's risky, very risky at this point to try to take that. So, yeah. Yeah, see how number 3 is going to have someone I probably would have not used those vertical missiles so close, but I mean it's not a bad call. This is very risky because they're going to spawn at base and take your suit out because they've been down long enough. So you're either going to get this and die, or if you have enough time, if they're waiting to spawn together, you should have enough time to go and jump over this little hidey hole spot up to the left up here. Oh, they actually did not spawn at their base. How interesting. Yeah, this suit does a lot of damage, especially ballistic damage. Oh, this thing. Oh, this is about to take a lot of damage. Bruh. Look at that. Oh, I love to see it. Look at that. So what you're essentially doing, you're doing two things here. You're forcing the enemy to split their resources, as well as forcing them to spawn at the base in fear of losing it. Because you've already done like a quarter of their base HP with not even one full clip, you know? Good job. Good job. Good job. I would say though, when you move, kind of make sure you turn towards your right a little bit, just so they can pop your shield a little bit more. And he's going to pop his NTD here soon. Or I guess not. That's interesting. Okay, good job. Alright, you're the only one alive, so be very, very careful. At this point, you know you're probably going to die, so do what you can. The bench is going to come up. They're probably going to try to run through with a heavy attack, honestly. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Wow. Oh, that sucks. Hey, good stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Swipe to your left. Swipe to your left. Oh. Ah, he didn't have enough HP for the counter. I hate when that happens. Also, if you notice, I got carried away. You guys had someone actually plant the bomb in the enemy base. Nicely done. I will say that was a very good life with your suit. That was a very good life. You probably could spawn as your suit and do the bombing right here, honestly. Let's take a look here. Alright, you see people 3, 5, and 2 are getting together. 4 is doing it, just chilling, like uncontested. Like this will lose a match. Or you could, ooh, bruh, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Just shoot their base. You'll do enough damage. You could probably destroy their base at this point. Amazing. Yo, shout outs to you, number 4. I'm counting on you, my guy. Ooh, bro, they are ignoring you. It's very dangerous to ignore a support like MLRS. Now, unfortunately, you're reloading, so you can't. Ooh, 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 yeah. Hit him with that counter. Yeah. Aww. Hey, that was a good match. That was a good. Bro, I'm proud of you. You done good. You done good. Nicely done. Top diversions. Jeez. All right, so overall, because I know it's about to end like in a second. Very nice, good damage, very good. You only died twice. Awesome pursuit. Doesn't matter. That was still really good. With MLS, you got the Vulcan, so pursuing people is not really an issue. Individual score, awesome, very good. Diversions, again, like being third in diversion versus 6th when your rival. Surprisingly, sometimes I don't like being a person to do diversions. But damage dealt, exceptional, very good, very good. All right, so let's go ahead and look through some stuff real quick. I have a feeling I won't have to be doing as much this video. You did pretty good. So let's jump into it, shall we? All right. So first and foremost, Knightmare, thanks for submitting this video. You're awesome, and I love you for it. So not only did you guys have a 3-1-1 comp, which is very ideal in this day and age, now I want to point out some things. So this part right here was very clever, but I think you kind of waited just a little too long to see their life bars, because you've been playing enough to know what they're going to do and what's going to happen. At this point, you might as well YOLO it, because right here is like, if you were shooting straight, this is the angle. You had the right angle, right? But since you're using the rocket launcher, the verticals, you would have needed to back up just a little bit, or at least aim down a little bit further, because it attacked the bad boys back here, right? So we know what you're going for, but I mean, the vertical missile launchers are kind of weird at points in time, so you just get used to, you know, aiming downward and doing your thing. But I mean, I'm not saying you're doing it incorrectly. I'm saying that from my experience, that could probably help. So just aim a little bit further down, as well as back up a little bit further. And because they take so long to shoot, just throw them out there. Since it's so early in the match, you know, losing 1 or 2 shots of it isn't bad, because you can easily turn around and pop them here. Your MLRS, you definitely were up in people's faces, so I really loved it. There's a really clean counter here, and it sucks because you went for the sword. You probably could have gone for the Vulcan and done more damage a lot faster, but it's totally fine because, you know, I will say be mindful when you use the vertical, because it sucks so bad, because the recovery frame is oof, and I think you wanted to kind of get these out of the way, but this guy was here doing the thing and you kind of forgot about him, or you were just like, I'm willing to take the hit. But mind you, since he was coming from your right, your shield wasn't there to take the hit, so he was definitely going to get that. So guys, when you're playing MLS, please be mindful that you can afford taking a swipe from the left side, especially if it's you know, closer to your shield. But if the right, you might want to either turn your body or prepare to turn on that enemy. You did a good job using your Vulcan throughout the entire match to accumulate stagger, because he's going to boop just like that. And usually when you do that, people love to switch to the regular missile launcher, rocket launcher, excuse me. But unfortunately, you just got teamed up there and it was on cooldown. Now, this was clever. I hate that your ally spawned in so far back. But at the same time, you spawned in here to kind of save this. Number 2, you're the MVP for surviving for as long as you did here. That allowed you to not only call support fire, but that also allowed you to get in there and kind of, how can I say it? Split things up, excuse me. So coming in there, cutting through like butter. These 2 unicorns are definitely very vulnerable. This guy has like literally 1 HP left. This guy has half his HP. Get ready for the counter, because you know it's going to happen. But you know, your people got your back, so you're fine. I'm surprised that unicorn actually didn't try to shoulder attack. I think he probably ran out of boost. But you know, to each their own. You guys were like a wild squad when you were together, though, by the way. Yeah, this right here, again, because the verticals take so long to reload, I would really try to save them prior to just doing that. And again, the arc for the verticals is, you have an arc, it just goes up, right? Like, goes up like this, versus going like that. Again, you tilt forward and you could manipulate the arc, so keep that in mind as well. But you have to be very careful. Again, I would definitely just save those for suits a lot of the time, unless you know you're gonna hit, or if they don't have an area to hide or buildings to hide in. But you managed to capture this point, get some damage on the base, which was really dope. Very surprising they let you get away with it for as long as they did. You did fight this unicorn who spawns. I really like that. Very good engage here. To the point, however, your allies died by the time you were able to take this bad boy out. Now, when it comes to the system of equivalent exchange, Full Metal Alchemist reference, you realize that, alright, I'm going to do my best to take this dude out and see what happens, but it's followed up when you have to face not only the Banshee shortly after, but the other guy. I think you did very well. This was definitely a, how can I say, more of a roaming / rogue MLRS build because you weren't in a lot of thick of the fights often, and I'm not gonna knock you for that, dog. Like, I love seeing people play suits I play and play them differently, or like use their tactics very differently. It is very rewarding. So thank you so much for that. It's really dope. This exchange with the bench was really, really good. You got a very clean counter coming up, getting you a little bit more leeway time. But I was very surprised the Banshee went for this attack, landing you that kill. Now right here, you could have probably left swung. Luckily, number 2 was there to help. But in any other situation, that tackle would have legit saved your butt. But unfortunately, luck was not on your side. All right, so you guys also were able to plant. There was so much going on, and it felt like your allies were always at a disadvantage in terms of numbers. But when it came to the point lead and the objectives, you guys kind of dominated. So you guys did very, very clean here. And yeah, see, when you shot like the you should have reloaded your Vulcans right then, right? Your other missiles were reloading as well, because now you don't have anything. So you have to run in here. There's a couple of seconds left. But I just want to say, all in all, I'm very excited. I'm very pleased with MLRS in the gameplay. And it's a very older suit that still holds up to this day. If you are newer to the game, beware. Do not sleep on MLRS or even BB. Thank you again for submitting this video. It means a lot. Hopefully, newer players or people who are interested in the suit learned a few things, but you can play this suit very, very differently. Long range or bruiser close range, which we saw here with Knightmare, which chef's kiss. Thank you so much for submitting this, guys. Prime example of, versatile gameplay. All right, I think that's it. Thumbs up for your boy. Thumbs up for me, please. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, because I feel like I have to say it all the time. But it's because I actually love y'all. That's why, right? All right, so until next time, everyone, stay out of trouble. If you're interested in having your footage submitted, please make sure to submit them using the information in the description below. Make sure they are unlisted. I've gotten some recently that are private. I cannot view the ones that are private. They can be unlisted or even public. Unlisted, preferred, but whatever, teach their own. But please make sure it's not on private. But with that being said, I already told you to stay out of trouble, so I'm gonna say it, second time right there. Until next time, everybody, nothing but love. Peace.